Hello, everybody. Tim here with more movie reviews for today. I'm posting a lot. I'm spamming you, but that's okay because it needs to be done. So, I already posted my Toy Story 4 review today. Go check that out. And we've got Godzilla coming later. But right now, we've got Men in Black International, and I've got Kaleb Koho here to talk about it with me. How you doing, Kaleb?
I like this movie more than most people, so I can't wait to talk about it.
Yeah, I didn't think this movie was terrible. Right off the bat, I'll say that I thought that I went into it with ridiculously low expectations because I saw the Rotten Tomatoes scores, and I don't have the biggest affiliation to the franchise. Like, I think the original three are fine, but there's nothing I overly loved about them. I just kind of missed the mark for me. So going into it, I was really just looking forward to seeing Tessa Thompson, to be completely honest, because I love her. And I wound up enjoying the movie. I thought it was fun. It wasn't anything spectacular or amazing, but I enjoyed it for what it was. You said you liked it. What did you like about it?
For me, Men in Black is a really cool concept, but the movies have never had stories that completely justify that cool concept. I think 3 plays with the time travel and gives it a new unique thing. This movie did that in particular was Tessa Thompson's character in her entirety of someone who is obsessed with finding the Men in Black, and then from there just running with that partnership with an agent who used to be great but isn't great anymore, and that whole dynamic. So I love that a lot.
Yeah, there are I think my biggest problem with the movie is actually the first 15-20 minutes. I think it takes a while to get going. I like what they do with Tessa's character. I like that angle, but I just feel like it takes a little while to get going. But I feel like once, and this isn't a spoiler or anything, there's a dance club sequence in the first 30 minutes into it. I feel like that's when the movie really kicks in, and I found that I was really enjoying the movie. Kumail Nanjiani is also in the movie as this little sidekick character guy. I thought he was hilarious.
He's my favorite part of the movie.
Yeah,
I love him.
And don't get me wrong, I thought Chris Hemsworth and Tessa Thompson were great, but he's definitely the part that I felt like most of their jokes didn't really land. I thought that the reason I liked them so much in the movie was because they were Chris Hemsworth and Tessa Thompson. I felt like all of Kumail's stuff as this little, Pawnee or something like that, right? Yeah. I thought all of his stuff landed. I thought he was absolutely hilarious from beginning to end.
Absolutely. They gave him all the best jokes, all the greatest one-liners. My favorite line of the movie comes from him. I love his whole just my queen sort of vibe that he exudes. I think Kumail's perfect for it. Kumail doesn't really play anything other than Kumail ever, but when you put Kumail into a character, it's pretty great as long as it's the right character.
Absolutely. Rebecca Ferguson's also in this movie for 7 minutes, and she's completely wasted. She's been wasted lately. Other than the Mission Impossible movies, she's such a good actress, but between The Snowman and Greatest Showman and this, she's just wasted lately. I feel bad, but I didn't even know she was in the movie until we were sitting in the theater.
Same. I think her character is a really cool idea that we don't get to spend a lot of time with. That kind of relationship doesn't ever get to get explored and rush through it. But her scene's kind of cool, and the idea of the aliens that way is really cool.
Yeah, and I mean, to touch on the aliens part of this movie, because Men in Black is very much it's they're alien, everything's aliens. Aliens are on Earth, living on Earth among us, and they're the police for it. I felt like there wasn't a lot of aliens in this movie.
Not a lot of interesting ones, anyway.
Yeah, compared to the first 3.
There's that weird blobby gooey thing that's in this movie a lot. The aliens really aren't in this movie that much, and I can see why people would be upset about that.
Yeah, so I think that had they added that and maybe just tightened up the script a little bit, I feel like the villain in this movie is dumb, and even if I don't like the villains in the first 3 movies, at least those villains, they had a clear objective and a clear personality, and the villains in this movie were just kind of there to move the plot forward. So I think that had you fixed those certain things, this movie that was just okay fun could have turned out to be something really special. So it bombed at the box office, so I don't think we're going to see another one with this cast anytime soon, but I would definitely watch one again, another one with them.
I would watch another one with Tessa Thompson and Chris Hemsworth and Kumail. I'd watch those three do anything in the Men in Black world, but like I think it's disappointing. I can see why people didn't turn up for it, because in all honesty, I don't think the Men in Black are a hot commodity, and I think they're kind of one of the Marvel properties that people are kind of okay with letting go of at this point in time.
Yeah.
But I think people were kind of expecting like at least some sort of like connection to the original three, and we don't get that many, and it feels very much standalone. And start, middle, end. There's not much place to go sort of from here except the concept, and it's like I can see why people weren't into it.
Yeah. Would you watch another one if they did like Chris Hemsworth and Tessa Thompson meeting up with Tommy Lee Jones and Will Smith?
I would watch the hell out of that movie, especially if they kind of bill it as like the fifth and final Men in Black, the end of the saga sort of thing. It's like that sort of Days of Future Past merging of the two versions that we know. Would we ever get Tommy Lee Jones back for that? No. I think if we do this, you have to have him have already died or something.
What if you get Josh Brolin?
Josh Brolin, or Josh Brolin. I'd watch that. I think Brolin would be game for it.
Yeah. So overall, I think me and Kaleb are pretty much on the same page. The movie's fine. If you like Men in Black, I would recommend you go check it out. It's probably one of the lesser ones, even though I probably enjoyed it the most out of all of them. As a movie, it's probably like one of the worst ones, but I think I enjoyed it the most because of the cast. F. Gary Gray doesn't really do anything different in this. Like if you had told me somebody else directed it, I wouldn't have known personally. But yeah, those are our thoughts on the movie. So let us know what you thought about it in the comments below, and be sure to hit that like button and hit subscribe. It helps me out a great deal, and it helps you stay up to date with all of the videos, like that Toy Story review and like the Godzilla review coming very soon. Kaleb, thanks for talking about Men in Black. Where can people find you?
Always down to talk movies. You can find me over at Multiplex Entertainment, where I run Fan and Fights with this guy and Kane McMillan. They are up every Friday. We are in the midst of our Summer Series tournament. Come check out all the cool stuff that we do over on Multiplex.
Yes, so as he said, yeah, come over to Multiplex. You can see myself, Maggie, and Robert all playing in Fandom Fights in the summer series that is coming up. So be on the lookout for those videos. Be sure to subscribe over there. And of course, you can always find me here on Twitter, Letterboxd, Stardust, all of the things at Tim Loves Movies. Thanks as always for watching, guys. And until next time, have a good one.